Hey guys, just want to talk to you before the weekend. I know that some of you are aware that we're having some slower calls right now, and it's not a huge shock. I think honestly, the greater surprise is that it took this long for it to affect us. I want to remind all of you that have been here, for a long time, and update those of you who are new here that this happens. It's okay. We've been in the middle of July and people stop calling for a few days. I don't know why. It's weird. It's just one of those things. And then it comes back. And then, you might be in November and then all of a sudden the call volume just drops down. And I can assure you on our end, everything is fully dialed down and pushed to the max on marketing. We actually just did a huge marketing upgrade. We're going to be on CBS. That's probably live right now, actually. So we're doing everything we can on our front, and the market is just a little bit down. AC guys out. It's beautiful out there. Of course, nobody's going to need their AC fixed because they're not using them right now. So it's going to get hot, and we're going to get busy, and nobody's going to live without hot water and working toilets. So everything's okay. Now, what I'm going to suggest to you guys is going back to what we talked about in the meeting. Is what are you going to choose to focus on? You can really go into a death spiral and get all nervous and hung up on all the doomsday scenarios that could be, and that's going to take you into a very unproductive state. And if you focus on abundance, what's abundant in your life, you're going to be in a very resourceful state, and you're going to find good things. So a beautiful thing that I discovered yesterday, and this is so important to share with all of you, is exactly this topic. Is Mike, our drain sales guy, was talking about how he had learned that purposely shifting customers away from the coronavirus talk was making them in a more resourceful state, as opposed to if the conversations were around all the drama in the world, he would get to the sales part and people were confused, they were closed, they couldn't make a decision. Yeah, that's a living example of what you focus on, you find, what you focus on grows, what you focus on, you become. And if we're focusing on the scarcity of the now, scarcity means protect, defend, hold, right? And so if we're talking to customers about the coronavirus and we're exchanging war stories, we are driving the customer into a non-resourceful state. Isn't that amazing? So you guys really have to take ownership of your conversations right now in your own mindsets. And then this is where we're going to hear the customer, and we're going to acknowledge, and we're going to align, and we're going to say, yeah, I know it's affecting everyone. We totally understand. And go feel that with them, but be very purposeful about not adding to it. We're not going to add to the drama. We're going to say something that's going to pull us away. It's like, one thing I know is that Americans and America won't tolerate this for very long. We're going to do everything in our power to get right back up to the level of life we've grown accustomed to. No way we're staying here. So I just trust in the future of America, because we're going to fix this. That's what Americans do. And that statement opens up hope, possibility, and then let's talk about, and don't say let's talk about something else, just start talking about something else, So what's the first thing you're going to do when you're out of confinement, And start thinking about the fun things that are coming up ahead and all the ways that we're going to enjoy life on the outside of this, and shift into the abundance of possibility. And what's really working well now that you're at home? What have you found that's the best way to entertain yourself? Or not even related to that, just talk about things they love: fishing, hunting, whatever you find in their home that would be of interest to them. Go to abundance, and then you're going to find your customers are in a more resourceful state to make decisions. So super critical conversation that you guys need to absolutely adhere to. You're going to find so much more success if you don't add to the trouble talk of today. That's not going to get you moving forward. We don't resist it. We don't push it away. We acknowledge it. Yeah, we hear you. And then we align and we say, it's affecting us and our family too. We totally understand, but we're not going to add to the drama talk. We're not going to We're not going to live there. We're going to pull it away. And then we're going to make that statement that I just made. It's like, the one thing I know is that America isn't going to tolerate this for very long. We're going to fix it, and we're going to get right back to our old standard of living. And I know that's true because that's what America's always done. And we're all going to do everything in our power to get there. That's the truth. And it is the truth. That's true. So just be at peace and be very conscientious of where you're putting your focus right now. Last thing, I want everybody to jump into this book. It's called The Power of Now by Eckhart Tolle. A lot of you older employees probably have it on Audible. And if you don't have this on Audible or own the book, just buy it. And if you need help buying it, send me the receipt. And not me, send the HR department the receipt, and we'll cover you for it. This is really important, and this is a really critical book that would be just a great resource. If you've got any downtime, you got a weekend ahead of you, you need something really intelligent to purposely focus yourself on, and not just binge watch the bad news. Now's the time to control your mindset. And so how are you going to do that? Controlling it. Purposely pointing at something that's going to make you more resourceful. So this is what the cover looks like. I can't see because I turned the phone around, but it's The Power of Now, Eckhart Tolle, the one on the bottom, if you can see. And get that book, read a chapter, and then go to the Radiant Facebook page. We'll start a link there, and just post up your takeaways from that chapter. And then when you read chapter 2, go respond to your own first post with a reply of your takeaways of chapter 2. Now, we've done book clubs before, and what we've learned is it's better to not read anybody's takeaways until after you've written yours, because people start to jump into a takeaway competition, which is not the point. The point of writing down your takeaways is to elevate your learning ability. When you can write things down and articulate what you've just read, your retention just like goes up 80% or something crazy like that. So it's a ridiculous amount of retention increase when you write down notes from what you've learned, because you're in effect teaching it back. So you have to understand it in a different way to articulate it out. So the note taking is crucial for learning. And this book was it's one of the most profound books in my life. One of two. I'll share the other one with you soon. And this one is essential, and at this time you'll see. Start reading and you'll see why it's so perfect for the moment. So that's my strong recommendation for your own sanity and for everyone around you to purposely point your energy into something that's going to build you, in this time. So rest assured, we've got this. Austin, we're still on the incline with the cases, and it's going to be bumpy for the next few weeks. Of course it is. Yeah, we're in a global crisis right now. So we've fared very well, and I have extreme confidence that we are Austin's number one choice of a service provider. And if anybody's getting calls, it's us. And I'm doing everything in my power to see to it that remains true. So you guys have a great weekend. I look forward to touching base with you again on Monday. And just enjoy your families and choose to focus on what's abundant in your life.